You find me today in Kidderminster, and the reason I'm in Kidderminster is to visit the Severn Valley Railway, as it's their Spring Steam Gala, and today we're going to be riding all the visiting locomotives that are in operation. So let's head into Kidderminster Town Station. The Severn Valley Railway is a 16-mile branch line from Kidderminster Town to Bridgnorth, which runs in the county of Worcestershire and Shropshire. The line was built in 1862 between Hartlebury and Shrewsbury, with the addition of a loop line between Bewdley and Kidderminster added in 1878. 1963 saw most of the line close north of Bewdley, with Bewdley closing in 1970, but also in 1970, the Severn Valley Railway Society started rebuilding the railway as a heritage line between Bridgnorth and Hampton Load, then Bewdley in 1974, and by 1984 they reached Kidderminster and built Kidderminster Town Station on the former goods yard. By the way, Kidderminster Town Station is 40 years old this year. So we're now on the platform at Kidderminster Town Station and just seen the L&ER Peppercorn A2 60532 Blue Peter. It's not in steam, it's on static display at Kidderminster Town Station. But the reason it's at the Severn Valley Railway, it's doing mainline test runs, so hopefully we can see that on the mainline very shortly. Now our first train is the 0915 off Kidderminster Town. We're going all the way to Bridgnorth on this train. And the steam locomotive in front of this is a Great Western Railway Manor class 7812 Earlstoke Manor. So let's hop on board now and head to Bridgnorth. So we have now departed Kidderminster Town behind 7812 Earlstoke Manor. Now Earlstoke Manor is not a visiting locomotive, it's actually one of the Severn Valley Railway's home fleet locomotives. But anyway, we're going to be on this to Bridgnorth, so we're going to sit back and enjoy the ride. Well, that was a lovely ride behind that Great Western Railway Manor class 7812 Earlstoke Manor. And also today, Tico's with us as well. You alright, Tico?
Yeah, I'm alright, yes, good. Bit chaotic morning, had no seat all the way to Bridgnorth.
You should have heard the moaning from him.
Yeah.
But also we have filmed a visiting locomotive out of Bridgnorth. That lovely little Terrier is actually a London Brighton South Coast Railway A1 class, number 72 Fenchurch from the Bluebell Railway. And we'll be riding that shortly, but for now, we're going to go back on this train right here, and we're going to head to Hampton Load behind the LMS Stallion Mogul, 13268.
Yeah.
So we're going on the Stallion Mogul to Hampton Load, which has just recently returned into service, and then we're going to get 72 Fenchurch back to Bridgnorth. So we have now made it to Hampton Load after a lovely ride on the LMS Stallion Mogul 13268. And we are waiting now for the Terrier, number 72 Fenchurch, which we saw departing Bridgnorth. Now we were going to go to Bridgnorth on it, but what we're going to do is instead is take the Terrier to Erdington, stay at Erdington for an hour, and then get the Terrier back to Hampton Load. So hopefully the Terrier should be riding into the platform right now. So that was the first time I ever been behind a Terrier, and honestly, my experience, that was pretty awesome. But we have now made it to Erdington, and we're going to be here for an hour waiting for 2 fast trains to pass through Erdington before we get the Terrier 72 Fenchurch back down to Hampton Road. Anything you want to say?
The Terrier was excellent.
Indeed it was. So we've just seen Great Western Railway Manor Class 7812 Earlstoke Manor passing through Erdington. That's going towards Kidderminster. Well, we are waiting for another train to pass through here, which is going northbound towards Bridgnorth, which is the Southern Railways West Country Class 21C127 Thornaby or 34027 Thornaby. It's wearing a Southern Railways livery that the West Country Class had never wore. I know some people don't like it, some people do like it. Honestly, I do like it. But let's get that locomotive passing through Erdington. Well, that was a stunning smoke show performance from Thornaby. And we are now waiting for 72 Fenchurch to come in, so we can board Fenchurch and head back to Hampton Road on the Terrier. How are you liking it so far?
It's going well so far. I've seen steam trains at speed for the first time on this railway. It's alright, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yes.
So in modern trains, if you run a 2-coach train at its full standard, people do complain. But at galas, if you run a 2-coach train at a gala, people actually enjoy it because it's part of the experience of a steam gala. But we're now on board 72 Fenchurch heading back to Hampton Road.
That's not entirely true, is it?
No.
I was ranting this morning.
Oh yeah, he was ranting this morning, Tico was.
Yes, I was ranting this morning because there's no spaces. Drink Stella at this time of afternoon.
So we're now back at Hampton Road waiting for the next train. Our next train will be the 1337 service to Kidderminster, but we're going to Arley on it. The steam locomotive is a home fleet locomotive, which is a BR standard class 4MT 460 75069. So we're going to board that. Very nice. So we're going to film that arriving, board it, and then head to Arley. When we get to Arley, though, we're going to be riding our second visiting locomotive, but I'll explain more when we get to Arley. we have now made it to Arley. You recognise this station from the 1990s sitcom, which was aired on the BBC, Oh Dr Beeching, because this is Hatley. Now we are here to wait for visiting locomotive number 2, Great Western Railway Pannier Tank, 1366 class 1369 from the South Devon Railway. And we're going to take this pannier tank to Highley. So we're going to go on the platform now, wait for this train to arrive, and let's take the pannier tank to Highley. So we have now made it to Highley, and honestly we don't have long here because we're waiting for our next locomotive to arrive, which is the Severn Railway's West Country class 21C127 Tor Valley, or 34027 Tor Valley. And we're going to take this West Country class to Bewdley, because at Bewdley we're going to be riding the final guest locomotive at this gala. So we have now made it to Bewdley. It was a lovely ride behind Tor Valley. But the next and final visiting locomotive shall be taking is actually right next door to Tor Valley here, which is the Lantern Tank, number 29. This is from the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. It's from the Lantern Colliery they was working on in County Durham. And that's the last guest locomotive we shall be getting as we head towards Kidderminster. So the final locomotive we shall be riding today is on the platform, and this is number 29, the Lantern Tank from the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. It was actually built by Kitson and Company in Leeds. So we're going to board this 062 tank locomotive now and head to Kidderminster. So you now join me on the platform at Kidderminster Town Station. Now what I'm going to do now is going to film the Lantern Tank departing Kidderminster Town Station. Once I film that train departing, I shall meet you at the mainline station at Kidderminster. It's literally a very short walking distance from the Heritage Station to the mainline station. Well, that was a wonderful departure, but you now join me at the mainline station at Kidderminster on the National Rail Network. And the Severn Valley Railway Spring Steam Gala has really been wonderful today. We have rode the 3 visiting locomotives, 72 Fenchurch, the Great Western Railway Pannier Tank 1369, and from the North Yorkshire Walls Railway, the Lantern Tank number 29. However, though, there was supposed to be a 4th steam locomotive at the gala, and it wasn't supposed to be Blue Peter, but it was supposed to be a Great Western Railway Grange class 6880 Betton Grange, but unfortunately it wasn't ready in time, which is a shame really. I would have loved to ride behind that Grange. But 3 visiting locomotives has been good, and I'm going to pop another video right here that I think you should watch. People on screen now, YouTube channels and Patreon supporters, thank you for supporting the channel. I've been SarahWithTheTrains, thanks for watching, stay safe. I'll see you down the line for a new journey.